Tuberculosis is a disease which is mainly caused by the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It is just a small bacteria which causes tuberculosis, and it can spread through air also. It can spread through your contact also. And this tuberculosis is quite prevalent in India and Southeast Asia, mainly China, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and all these areas. Just because of this bacteria, which is more prevalent in these areas because of low socioeconomic status, plus more of crowded place also, plus the weather, which also favors this bacteria more here. And this is the one of the reason. That is why it is also more prevalent in African countries compared to other countries like European countries and USA countries. It is not like that. It is not tuberculosis is not there, but the prevalence is much lesser in European and American areas compared to our areas. Just because of this bacteria, when it goes inside and in our lungs, in our lymph nodes, in our spine, wherever it goes, it can cause tuberculosis. But it is not like that. Only if bacteria goes inside, then you will develop a tuberculosis. It depends on your immune system also, in your body also. If your immune system is weak, then chances of severe tuberculosis, maybe widespread tuberculosis, early tuberculosis are more. But if your immunity is good, there's very less likely chances are there that you may develop this tuberculosis. So just to prevent, to assure that you are not developing this disease, you have to be sure that you are doing good, your immunity should be good. Because in our country, I don't believe that you may not come in contact with any person who is having tuberculosis because the prevalence is quite high. So you have to work on your body. That is more important. As you ask, what are the first few symptoms? They're basically symptoms which are cough, which is persistent for more than 2 weeks. The patient is also producing sputum, plus any blood is coming from your chest along with your phlegm. Persistent fever, persistent loss of appetite or loss of weight. These are the 6 symptoms on which we sometimes think about tuberculosis. There is nothing like that. This is the first symptom, which is after the patient will develop tuberculosis. All these 6 symptoms can be there in a single patient, or one of the symptoms can be there in a single patient and 5 or maybe 4 won't be there. But if you have any of these symptoms, anything which is persistent, you have to think about tuberculosis. It is not like that these symptoms you may not have in disease other than tuberculosis. It can be there in those diseases also. It is not like that if I am developing cough from more than 2 weeks, then I am having tuberculosis. It is not like that. But if these symptoms are there, we have to think about tuberculosis. We have to rule out tuberculosis because treatment is for a long duration for these terms.
Follow us to stay updated on debates, discussions, facts, and tips about health. Click on the subscribe button and the bell icon for latest updates.